morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mohan Karta from CDAC. CDAC is a scientific society under the Ministry of Information and Communication. I am going to talk about teleophthalmology unit we have designed and deployed at Regional Institute of Ophthalmology and District Hospital Palakkad. Before I go into the details of that, let us examine the background. Why such a unit is needed? There are 37 million blind people in the world. In India, we have 15 million. And the sad part is 75% of this blindness could have been prevented had these people access to timely medical attention. We have around 8,000 optometrists, but actual need is 40,000. And we have 12,000 ophthalmologists, and these people are concentrated in the cities. These ophthalmologists are mainly busy with checking the eyesight of people, prescribing lenses. From this, we can see that actually there is a misuse of the scarce resources. Mainly, the rural people are at the suffering end. To get rid of this problem, to mitigate this problem to a great extent, teleophthalmology unit is of a big help. That is optimum usage of the available resources. So we have designed two units, two mobile teleophthalmology units. Each mobile teleophthalmology unit is built on a Tata or a Leyland chassis, and each of these unit will be having one slit lamp, one fundus camera, one refraction unit, and other essential medical equipments like indirect ophthalmoscope. Then electronic medical record is created using E9 teleophthalmology software designed by us, and these images are attached to that and transmitted to the base hospital, specialty hospital, using WiMAX or CaseVan. WiMAX, actually we are the first one in India to use WiMAX for this sort of application. And in certain areas, WiMAX is not available. They can very well use a Kerala State Wide Area Network, which is implemented in more than 1,000 government offices throughout the state. So those people, when they take this posterior and anterior images of the retina and transmit it to the base hospital, the ophthalmologist sitting there can very well diagnose if there is any problem like a diabetic retinopathy or glaucoma. And if that patient needs immediate attention, he can be asked to come to the hospital so that preventive treatment can be given for loss of vision. Then, those people who need consultation are given through this video conferencing. And this connectivity has got a very good bandwidth, 512 kbps, so excellent video conferencing is possible. And this teleophthalmology unit has got infrastructure equipment like a 5 kVA generator, 1.8 ton air conditioner, then water tanks, UPS, all those. Yeah. Uniqueness is we have designed a unit with all the heavy equipments below the chassis, so that there is no, and water tanks are also below the chassis. No leakages of water to the cabin, as observed in the earlier units designed by other agencies. There is a uniform distribution of weight also, and the center of gravity is brought down, so perfect stability. Then, this has created a tremendous impact on the community where it is deployed. Already 270 camps have been conducted, 8,403 patients examined, 428 glaucoma cases and 1,014 diabetic retinopathy cases were detected. Kerala is becoming diabetic capital of India. More than 20% of the people are diabetic. And unless and until these people are screened thoroughly, loss of vision due to these diseases cannot be prevented, because glaucoma in some cases are asymptomatic. roadmap, NRHM Kerala is planning to replicate this in each and every district. Proposal is already submitted, awaiting government clearance because of the tremendous success of these units. CDAC is ready for transfer of technology. Thank you. Any questions, please? Yeah, please. Pardon me? Cost factor, this, if you are just building such a unit with this fundus cameras, little lamp, etc., cost will come to around 80 lakhs. Because the cost of fundus camera can vary from 20 lakhs to 30 lakhs or 35 lakhs. Depends upon the model you choose.
So I have two questions.
Yeah.
Is the data transmission is a real time happening?
Real time happening, yes.
And number two is the security policy for the patient's EMI.
Yeah, actually, we have implemented this, password as well as this, you log in and password, that is what is implemented already. And this hospital itself is having a policy whereby only this technician or the ophthalmologist in charge of that unit is permitted to access it.
Thank you.
Anything else? Please.
Are you also using mobile devices like iExaminer or iNetra in this, or are those only big machines you are using?
Only this slit lamp, fundus camera, indirect ophthalmoscope, and a refraction unit. Then tonometer, in some fundus camera, it is coming as an attachment. In some cases, the doctors are carrying separately. These are the equipments used because the main idea of having this is to catch the posterior as well as anterior images of the retina to see whether there is any damage to the optic nerve. Yeah, please.
Is there any data on the follow-up in case you've detected someone with a problem?
Yeah.
How many of them actually come to the center, get cured? Is there any data on that?
Actually, that data belongs to the government hospital, and of course, they have given me a official report. That is both the Regional Institute of Ophthalmology and the District Hospital Palakkad has given me detailed report of the usage and the response of the patients to date. And they have treated, actually, these the statistics which I have given you is those people who are given treatment after detecting the diseases, like tribal areas of Attapadi, Parambikulam, etc.
What is the distance between your unit and the specialist?
Maybe in some cases it is 150 kilometers, in some cases it is 350 kilometers.
So do we have WiMAX in 150 kilometers range?
No, it's not like that, sir. In WiMAX, it is
You are talking
distributed.
about last mile connectivity.
Yeah, last mile. It is case one as well as WiMAX. In some places there may not be WiMAX available due to the shadow of the mountain. So in such cases, they will attach it to the nearest government office. It is having this case van, and hospital is also having case van.
So you are CDAC Hyderabad,
No, CDAC Trivandrum, sir.
Trivandrum.
Yeah.
But to scale up, I think you could also use cellular connectivity.
Pardon me?
You could also use cellular, HSPA, for example.
Yeah.
I'm saying GSM connectivity.
Yeah, it
so
could
then
be
you can
explored.
scale up to a much bigger region,
Yeah, we can do. But you see, we are the first one in India to use this WiMAX for this application and found that it is giving excellent result, especially in a regional in areas under Regional Institute of Ophthalmology, Trivandrum. In Palakkad, KS1 is giving better results because
that's just the bearer. It doesn't matter which bearer, but the main thing is the content which goes on top of that. So one question, sorry, I had quickly about was. You said 37 million blind in the world, right?
Yes, sure, sir.
But visually impaired is much, much higher, right? It's about 5 times higher globally.
Because this is the statistics published by Times of India group, and it is available in the internet also.
Yeah.
Yesterday also I referred that.
Right. But I think the mobile, somebody alluded to the mobile type solution because you can get glucometers, you can get various solutions which are very frugal using a mobile type scenario. Are you exploring that? Because that way you could spread much, much wider your service.
See, initially we designed these two and then given to the doctors, and the doctors have to come up with the better solutions because actually they are the users, we are the service providers, and what all they want, we will incorporate in that and give it to them.
In Government of India now we are considering a disease to be very, taken care of very seriously. And that disease for me is pilotitis. So there are so many pilots which are being done. And now we are going to do certain pilots which are going to be ultimately scaled up. I'll brief you in the end what I'm talking about. Since it is a pilot, so they had decided what to do. what to use, what to get, and then innovation comes and join hand later on. So asking him that you could do this, you could do that, that was a pilot, so he could not do that, probably. But when we take it up, finally, when it comes to me as a pilot result, maybe we can incorporate the nice suggestions made by experts in the field. Yes, sir.
The transfer of technology that you have referred to,
Yeah.
does that also include evolution of technology, or is it a take it or leave it box?
See if so it evolves to a higher level. Definitely that also will be transferred to the person who is taking the technology from us for building such units for the healthcare
Modify
sector.
the question I had, and probably it ties up what everyone was asking. There was some reference to glucometer and other technology available. How to integrate that into the available technology? Is that available as a platform, or is it a sealed box in terms of technology?
See, it is for the doctor to decide, what are all the equipments he need for taking care of different types of diseases which he sees in the field. So far, we have relied upon the advice of the doctors of Regional Institute and Palakkad District Hospital that what all the equipment want. One fundus camera, one slit lamp, one refraction unit for the optometrist to check the vision, and indirect ophthalmoscopy. This is all what they need. We don't want anything else.
This is apparently a sealed box, which will have to be going together with other peripherals usage. That is what you wanted to know.
Just a quick question. You said about 8,000 have actually gone in for treatment.
Yeah, 8,403.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
how many have you screened? Do we have an idea of that? I mean,
No, actually, these
So you
people are not just being screened and then detected like that.
Right.
Initially, these people approach their primary health center, and the ophthalmologist there already suspect some serious eye problems, and they are asked to come, wait for this ophthalmology unit to come and attend that camp. At that time, this ophthalmology, images, yes. Out of that 8,403, so many cases were detected.
So you want to say that those 8,403 were already screened by the doctor?
Initially.
Out of them, this was the detection.
Yes,
So
exactly.
they were suspected to be
Yes,
having
yes,
some problem.
yes.
Yes.
Sorry to carry on with the cost effectiveness, but is there a cost per patient for this? Is it when a patient comes to your...
Patients are not charged.
No charge. Free. It's government program.
Is the government pilot project? Free. Yeah. Okay, I think we end up the conversation. Thank you so much.